You're welcome to my page. This is the continuation of the solution of 2017 Maths WAEC questions. The objective part, this is question number 4 to question number 11. If you have not seen the previous video where we started with it, kindly do to go and check the previous video. The question says that the ages of Tunde and Ola are in the ratio of 1 to 2. If the ratio of Ola's age to that of Musa's age is 4:5, what is the ratio of Tunde's to Musa's age? So let's start from what we are given, Tunde and Ola. So let's use T to represent Tunde and that of O to represent Ola. So we are given that their ratio of their ages is 1:2. So let's put it under the 1:2. Okay. So also we are given that Ola's age to that of Musa is 4:5. This is Ola. Okay, let's include Musa here, the third person. You can see we are now having Tom, T-O-M. So we are given that Ola's and that of Musa's is 4:5. So here we have 4:5. We can't put it here because we are not told that 2:. So this is what we have. So our the major problem now here is let's put this value here, which is unknown, and likewise this value here, which is unknown. So if we are able to get y, of course, once we get y will now be y:5. So definitely Musa's ratio will be that of 5, and what we need to write is that of Tunde's ratio. Very simple. What do? We can cross multiply. That is this times this and this times this. So 1 times 4 will give us 4, then it's going to be equal to 2y. Hence our y is going to be 4/2, which is 2. Hence that Tunde's and Musa's ratio will be, of course, since we got 2 for Tunde, so that will be 2:5. So that will be 2:5. So our correct option here is option C. Question 5 says, if M is a set such that x is less than or equal to x and that x is less than 8, and also set M is x such that x is less than 8 and x is less than or equal to 12, which of the following is true? First and foremost, let's obtain the true set of M, the element of set M and element of set N. So we have M now. 3 is less than or equal to x. If 3 is less than or equal to x, it means x is greater than or equal to 3. So what are the value greater than or equal to 3? Don't forget 3 is included. So therefore our possible value will be 3 and above. 4, 5, 6. So don't forget that we are told that x is less than 8. So definitely 7 will be the last digit here, the element there. Set M. And for set N now, if 8 is less than 7, 8 is less than x. 8 is less than x, it means x is greater than 8. Okay, so which means the value greater than 8 are 9. So possible value here will be 9, 10, 11. Let's wait. And we are told that this same x is less than or equal to 12. So it means 12 is included. And of course, 11 is less than 12. Hence, 12 will be the last digit here. Now, we are not told that to check all these conditions. Which one is true? We are told that 8 is an element such that M intersection N. That is, the element that is common to M and N is 8. Let's check. 8 is not here. 8 is not here. This is not true. Second option, 8 belongs to M union N. In fact, 8 is not here. 8 is not here. So therefore, this is not true as well. And likewise, the last condition that says M intersection N. Intersection means element that you can find in both sets. So we can find 3 here, no 3 here. We can find 4 here, no 4 here. We can find 5 here, no 5 here. We can find 6 here, no 6 here. We can find 7 here, no 7 here. Therefore, M intersection N is an empty set. Or you can see it in this form. Empty set. Okay, so therefore, Roman figure 3 here is true. Of course, only A is true. Only this is true. A is our correct answer. Question 6 says we are given that log 7 is equal to A. That is, A is equal to log 7 and B is equal to log 2. When you see this kind of a thing, always note that they are all in base 10. Okay? They are all in base 10. Since the bases here are not indicated, hence they are in base 10. So a is equal to log 10, log 7, and b is equal to log 2. We are to express log 35 in terms of a and b. Okay. We are going to use what we are given here, 7 and 2, log 7 and log 2. From log 7 and log 2, how can we obtain log 35? I know that 70 divided by 2 will give me 35. And definitely we can say as 7 times 10 divided by 2 will definitely give me 35. So let me now put it into log. So it means log 7 times log 10, everything divided by log 2. Added. So what do we have here? Log 10, log 7 is already given as a. So here we have a plus, then log 10. Log 10 base 10, of course, that will be 1. Okay. Every minus b. Minus b. We have, okay, here we go. C. It has been rearranged as a minus b plus 1. We need to be careful about that. Here is the question 7, where we have x is equal to 2 over 3 and y is equal to minus 6. We have to evaluate xy minus y over x. So here, we just have to substitute, okay? Since we are given x to be 2 over 3 and y to be minus 6. So xy minus y over x will now be, our xy is 2 over 3 to multiply negative 6. Don't forget this negative sign here. And our y as well, minus 6 to be divisible by 2 over 3. Okay, so what we have here is, of course, 3 here 1, 3 here 2. So we have minus 2 times 2, that gives us minus 4. Minus, let's evaluate this one after the other. This is 6 minus 6 over 1 to be divided by 2 over 3. Okay, break it down to avoid any form of errors. We have negative 4 here, then minus into bracket minus 1 over 6 over 1, then multiply by the reciprocal of this, that will be 3 over 2. 3 over 2. Let's simplify this, then let's see what we have. This, we divide this. So minus 3 times minus 3, that gives us, outside there we have minus 4, the minus 3 times minus 3, that gives us minus 9. So here we have minus 4 plus 9. And minus 4 plus 1 will give us positive 5. So our correct answer is option B. Question 9 says, a sum of 18,100 naira was shared among 5 boys and 4 girls. 5 boys and 4 girls. With each boy take 220 naira more than each girl. Okay, with each boy taking 20 naira more than each girl. First and foremost, let's write this in a simple linear equation. So we have told that they shared 18,100 among 5 boys and 4 girls. Okay, if number of boys were to be x and the number of girls were to be y, so which means 5 boys will be 5x and 4 girls will be 4y. So 5x plus 4y definitely be equal to the amount shared amongst them. So that will be 18,100. So let's note that first. Then the next condition given to us is that with each boy taking 20 naira more than girls, which means for one boy, which is x, will be equal to 20 more of the girls. So which means x will be 20 plus y. Shows that anywhere you see x, we are going to be substituting it by 20 plus y anywhere here. Okay, replacing x to be 20 plus y here. So we have 5 into, that will be 5 times x. That will be 5 into 20 plus y. Okay, that is 5x then plus 4y equals to 18,100. Simplifying this, we have 5 times 20, 100, plus 5y plus 4y is equal to 18,100. So taking this 100 to the side, then 5 plus 4, 5y plus 4y, we're going to have 9y is equal to 18,100, then minus 100. That'll be 9y is equal to 18,100. ordinary 18,000. So if that is the case, what is our y? Our y will definitely be, of course, 9 here and 9 here. That will be y will now be 2,000 naira. 2,000 naira, that is for the girls. But the question says we should find the boys' share. Of course, the boys' share will be 20 more than 2,000. Okay, that will be x will be 20 more than 2,000, which is 20 plus 2,000, which is 2,020 naira. That's the boys' share. So that is option C. Here is question 8. We have to solve the equation. Very simple. Of course, this is 1 over 5x plus 1 over x is equal to 3. You can assume that everything here is a fraction. Okay, that is 3 over 1. 3 over 1 is also 3. So what do? We find the LCM of all the denominators here. Once we are able to obtain that, we multiply all the equation, all the terms in the equation by the LCM. And of course, our LCM here is 5x. The LCM of 5x and x is going to give us 5x. So you multiply 2 by 5x. So you multiply 2, how do I mean? 1 over 5x. That is the first term here. Then the second term plus 5x again, multiplied by the second term here. 1 over x is equal to 5x to multiply the constant term 3. So here we go. 5x, we cancel 5x. We have ordinary 1 here plus also x, we cancel 1x here. So we have 5 to multiply 1, which is 5, is equal to 3 times 5x. That gives us 15x. So on our left hand side, 5 plus 1 gives us 6, 15x. So since we are looking for the value of x, we divide both sides by the coefficient of x. So definitely we can reduce this. 3 here 5 and 3 here 2. Hence our x is equal to 2 out of 5, 2 over 5, which is option B. Question 10 says one factor of this expression. This is quadratic expression. We are looking for the factor. Of course, if you are looking for the factor, you can actually factorize. And our sum here and our product must also be obtained. Our sum here is 33, and our product here will be this coefficient times this 70 minus 70 rather. So factors of 70 or minus 70 that will be added up to give us 33. Minus 35 times 2, but 35 times minus 2 is going to give us the required sum here, because when we sum this and this together, it's going to give us negative 33, and we don't need negative 33 but what? Positive 33. So here we are going to substitute that 7s squared. This will not be used, of course. So we have plus 35x, then minus 2x minus 10. So let's factorize this. So we can see that 7x squared plus 35x. Let's group them first. Let's group them. Then minus is common here. 2x plus 10. So definitely we can factor out 7 out of here. And likewise, x is also common here. We can factor 7x. So here we have x in 7x in 7x squared, we have ordinary x. Then 7x in 35x, we have 5. Then here 2 can be found in both, so we can say 2 outside. Then we have x plus 5. From the look, we have these two factors common, so let's bring them out. X plus 5. Then we are left with 7x minus 2. We have 7x minus 2. So these are the two factors of this expression, but we are asked to find one of the factors, one factor out of it. So this is not a factor. Of course, this is a factor. C is a factor of the expression 7s squared plus 33x minus 10.